Well, hey guys, how's everybody doing? It's another beautiful sunny day in New York. Spring looks like it's finally here and in full force. It's a gorgeous day to ride. And with spring here, I mean spring cleaning. So I wanted to ask you guys, how do you keep your motorcycles clean when you live in the city? I found it to be a little bit difficult in the beginning because we don't really, if you're in an urban area, you don't really have access to a driveway, so you can't wash your bike in the driveway, and you can't really take your bike to a typical car wash, right? Because they don't. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna ride through the car wash on your bike? That's unlikely, right? After kind of racking my brain on this for a little while, I did find what I think is a suitable solution for me. Around here, there are a couple of gas stations that have these kind of like self-wash stations attached to them, where you go in, you buy a token, and it's basically just a little area where you can hose off your bike or car. And that's been working fairly well for me. So what I usually do on a beautiful day like today, I grab all of my cleaning supplies, my towels, my wash mitt, and all of that stuff, and I go to one of these stations and wash the bike on the rare occasion that it does get a wash. What about you? How do you guys deal with it? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. I'm super curious. Always up for new and innovative solutions to problems of motorcycle ownership in the big city. Still trying to figure out two things that I've spoken about in previous videos, and that's having the ability to sync up the video between the two cameras. And that proved more difficult than I initially thought, partly because I'm a complete noob. So learning as I go, so to speak. I figured cameras would be fairly accurate timekeeping devices, right? You sync it up to the internet syncs it up to the atomic clock or whatever, and you're up to the millisecond. But apparently not, because of the way frame rates are integrated into time codes, something. I don't fully understand it, but apparently, in order to get two or more cameras completely in sync, you actually need to use an external device that creates a time code, and then you connect all of the cameras either through USB or through some other cable, and that device sends the time code to all of the connected devices, to all of the connected cameras, right? So that every camera has the same time code or timestamp. Those things are pretty expensive, and I'm really not at that level of production where it's hyper important to have the cameras be completely in sync, right, up to the millisecond. So you can get them fairly close, and I think fairly close is going to be good enough for you can get them fairly close without having the device, and I think fairly close is going to be good enough for my needs. And fairly close is like I think within maybe 30 seconds of each other, 30 seconds of each other. Just fine. You can adjust most of that later on. And the other thing is microphones, right? I'm still kind of struggling with microphones a little bit to get you guys the best sound quality possible. One for the mic that's in the helmet with me, the one that I'm talking to you on, and one more mic that I'm using or trying to use for ambient sound, for ambient audio, just so you guys can get a little bit more of the bike's exhaust and so on, because it sounds awesome, and I think it adds quite a bit to the flavor of a motovlog video to have the Moto sound. Even in the kind of lowest gain settings for both of the microphones, they still clip a little bit, and I can't really figure out why. That's one of the issues that I'm struggling with. And what I've done is I've changed the position of the helmet mic a little bit. Before, it would be facing like upwards with the mic really close to my mouth, which is not great. So I've actually pointed the mic away from my mouth to see if that'll help. And then finding the position for the second mic, for the ambient mic, what I'm trying in this particular video, and I'll let you know that it works out, I actually have the second mic clipped inside of my neck gaiter on the back, on the inside. So we'll see if that works. Hopefully it does. And I think we are here. Yep, here's the wash station. Doesn't look like there's a line, but there is somebody in there right now. So we might have to wait a little bit. Just fine. It's a nice day. Everybody wants to wash their vehicle. Not bad. Then we gotta go inside, grab a token. Bam. And here we are. So we just have to wait for this fine gentleman to finish washing his car, and we are next. All right, let's party. Bike wash is done. It's nice to have a clean bike. Well, guys, I am such an idiot. After spending so much time trying to sync up all of these cameras, thinking that I'm going to need an expensive professional sync device to actually get the time codes correct, I remembered that's why they clap. I bet a bunch of you were pulling your hair out listening to those comments, especially those that are in the creative industry or have worked with video production before. It's such a simple thing, and I just completely forgot about it. But here we are. Now, we can sync up that camera, we could sync up this camera, we could sync up that camera, we could sync up all the cameras that we want just by clapping. Love it. This is what the bike looks like after it's been washed. Hope you like it. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.